Hello and welcome to Cooking with Indy. This is Arroz Mexicano episode, Mexican rice for those that don't speak mucho español. Today we have a guest. We met at Walker Stalker 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Or 2 Walker Stalkers ago. Because it may not be, I don't know. This is Anna Thomas.
Hi.
Not Tomas. And she was the most badass Negan. The first female Negan I saw, or Megan. No, Megan needs a lot of rouge, right? Megan. She was tough, and yeah, that's how we met. And she's visiting Atlanta right now, so I want to introduce her to everybody that watches us cook, and we're gonna make some awesome rice. Tell us about how you got started with Walker Stalker.
I went to the second Atlanta, and it kind of turned me into a monster. I've been to like 14 or 15 since then. 14
or 15. See, because I'm a fan, like a big fan, everybody knows that, but I'm a poor fan. So I don't get to go to a lot of these things because I can't afford it. However, you found a way around that, right?
I did.
So share that with us if you can. Any trade secrets, anything that one of our fans here would be like, you can do that?
You can, well, it's working for them now because of the lawsuit, but you can apply to work for them and it gives you admission and...
That's how you started, right?
Not the first one.
The first one you came as a cosplayer?
No, actually I didn't start cosplaying until like a year later.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how'd you get to the first one then?
By a plane.
Yeah, I rocked that. I walked into that bird.
At the time I was working and I had a job that allowed me to basically do whatever I wanted in the winter because I live in a ridiculously tourist area that from May to October I can't do anything, but after that I'm pretty free.
It's awesome.
So
That's
I just
awesome.
saved up and blew a whole boatload of money. So now I can just go and hang out.
And so for somebody that wanted to, what positions are there that they even hire for that? Can you get, like, if you're a fan, do they say, oh no, you can't do this, or they look for fans?
I'm not sure it's a pretty basic application, and you can, like, check what positions you want. They have tally positions, which put you with the celebrities, or line control, which you're still working with the celebrities, or you're doing panels, or photo ops, or...
Which is your favorite?
I got in with the merchandise booth, and that's the only thing I ever did. They tried to put me anywhere else, I'm like, no, PD, fix it.
Nice, nice.
So
yeah, so that's awesome. And so if you get in, so somebody who wants to be a tally person, they can apply for it, and
they can apply for it. I don't know the process to getting it. Some of the celebrities will...
But then you get to actually work with the celebrity, right?
Some celebrities will request the same person if they're going to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, because they already work with that person.
And no, they're not crazy.
There are crazy people in the fan world. There are crazy people.
There are incredibly crazy people in the fan world.
All right, so we're going to... what I've been doing while we were talking is I've got a pan over here on the other side of the fridge. As you know, we have a very small kitchen. And I just put a little bit of oil, and I was heating it up, and it is now perfect. So what I'm gonna do, 1 cup long grain rice, any kind that is just long grain rice is what I like, with the hot oil. Ooh, I need to get one thing over here. A little garlic salt. We're going to use garlic salt for this. And then I put a nice pepper right here because it just looks cool, but I'm not going to use it. So we are just want to, I have it a little bit over higher than medium. So I just want that to brown a little bit nicely. While we're doing that, we're going to use tomato sauce. So I'm going to get that ready. And then we're also going to put some fresh garlic in here. I want to show you guys what I found. what I found. Mira, watcha. This is a plastic, no, silicone little Jiminy Guinea that you just kind of do that. Y mira, watcha. So I use that now. It's so much easier.
That's amazing.
Right? And they came in 2s and it's very cheap. Do you have one? Would you like one? We have an extra one because I don't ever have to use 2 at a time. So, right.
I didn't even know such a thing existed.
Yeah, neither did I until recently. Alright, so don't forget about your rice. We got it. You can't really hear it, but it's got a nice little sizzle. So I'm going to do a few of these and throw it in at the very end to get a little bit of that hot pan, and then we're going to take it down. How awesome is that? All right, let me reach in there. And I want you to show us how easy it is, because you've never done these before, right? Look at that perfection. All right, so now this is browning nicely, like that. I'm gonna add those in there along with, you want to kind of cover it, but not completely. Very nice. And now we want that to be doing this. It's like a little rapid boil. With that, we're going to add 1.5 cups. So that's 1 cup. We're going to add 1.5 cups of water. When it starts to boil a little, it'll spread across the pan better. So when you add your veggies, it looks prettier at the end. That's the only thing that's going to make a difference. So we're just going to wait for it to reach that. Yes, yes, yes. But hold on, I've reached a temperature here, and I want to show you guys. It is doing what I want. We've got a hard boil going on right there. So I'm just going to make sure that, yeah, see how it kind of settled in evenly, so you're going to have a nicer look. Now I'm going to add the corn. You can add any kind of vegetable. The most common in this household is the medley, but I made it in the last rice I made, so I'm out of medley. But corn works great. You want to do that. That's going to bring it down temperature a little bit, so it might adjust your cooking time, but we're about to set it to a little bit higher than low. I like between 2 and 3 on this electric stove. On my gas range, it was right at 3 on my gas range. We're going to leave it for 20 minutes. Don't open it. Just know about 20 minutes is good. I am going to check it at 18 minutes, and I'm going to show you a little trick. We're going to squeeze a little bit of citrus in there. Lemon is what is recommended, but I have lime because I have cervezas. And then when you do that, when you squeeze it in right before it's almost done, it keeps it from being sticky. It's a little trick my mama taught me. All right, so I can see through the glass that the moisture in here is being absorbed really well. So I'm going to check on it. I'm going to do what I told you not to do. But if you've got a lid like this and you can see that it might need your attention, because it might need a little bit more liquid, then that's when you check it. It just adds to your cooking time. That's it. You can see that it needs about 6 more minutes, and that just does not seem like enough moisture for me for 6 more minutes. So I'm going to add a little bit more water, and that's one of the things that you have to look out for. I'm going to add about 1/4 cup. Well, I have about 1/4 cup here. Let's see. Yeah, that's about right. a little less than a quarter of a cup, so I guess an eighth of a cup. I just wanted to make sure that it doesn't get too dry, that it has enough water for it to absorb it completely, because that's what brings all that flavor. It's absorbing in it right at 20 minutes. At that time, I'm gonna add fresh cilantro. If you add anything fresh to something like this, it's gonna cook for a little bit. It's best to add it towards the end. It'll give you that nice flavor over it without being absorbed into every single part of that rice. Anyway, we'll check it in 5 minutes. All right, so el arroz casi está listo. It's almost ready. And look at that. Ah! Pardon our technical difficulties. Look at that. That rice right there. This is just about done. There's just a little bit of moisture needs to be absorbed. So now I'm gonna add our fresh cilantro. Just place it nicely over the top. And well, we talked about the lime. I'm gonna add a little bit of lime on here. Believe it or not, these little things, they add layers of flavor. It doesn't overwhelm the dish in any way, but adds layers. So this is 2 minutes away from being complete. I'm gonna leave it on here for 2 more minutes, and then I'm just gonna take it off while I prepare everything else. And that's what you want to do. This gives you the opportunity to work about 20-25 minutes worth of other stuff while you're prepping your dinner, and it's getting done by itself. So about a minute and a half, and I'm just going to take it off of there, and we're done with that rice. All right, so now the rice is ready. It was just a couple of minutes. You can leave it covered for 30 minutes. It'll still be warm and nice, but basically this is how you know it's perfect. You just scoop out a little bit. You can see there's some moisture, so it's moist. It's not dry. It's fully cooked. And would you like to try it?
Sure.
Here you go. It's going to be hot, caliente. Yum, yum, yum.
Really good.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
2 thumbs up. 4 thumbs from this side. Thank you for watching this episode of Cooking with Indy. Anna, thank you for being my guest. Thank you for being my friend. Feel free to send us any suggestions. One of the variations on this that I really do enjoy, by the way, for those of you that want to try it, is instead of the tomato sauce, I add chipotle salsa. Ooh, so good that way, but it can be a little spicy for most. So, if you have any suggestions or anything like that, feel free to email us at actorindy@gmail.com, or find us on Instagram, find us on YouTube, comment down here. Muchas gracias.